the second half of the KMAC schedule, and it's coming your way from Cardington, Ohio this evening as the championship race heats up. The Pirates may be out of it right now, but they have a chance to take down Hunter Falk and the Northmor Golden Knights, who still have a chance at getting a backdoor KMAC title. We got all the action coming your way on your smartphone, TV, PC, tablet, any smart device you have, and it's coming your way next.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
You know you gotta climb higher.
We welcome you inside the Ohiomeansjobs Morrow County pregame show. Live and free this evening on the OH.REPORT. Hello everybody, my name is Travis Berardi alongside former Northmor boys head coach Zach Ruth. And coach, this is the time of year you love. You're still in it for a conference championship, that team being the Northmor Golden Knights. Need a little help though, but you still control your own destiny, not only for a conference championship, but a very high seed in the Central District of D4.
Exactly. With them being Division 4 this year, they got a good advantage with that. They'll be one of the bigger schools. If not, I think they are the biggest school in the Central District Division 4. But I think Coach Tackett's looking to get some chemistry going here and try to put a streak of wins together. I think that's one thing they've struggled with this year, is trying to put a streak of wins together. I see the lineup's a little different tonight. And then with Cardington, you know, they're trying to get one, you know, try to play spoiler, try to get a big monumental win here tonight to build confidence and go forward with.
And let's get right into things here in the pregame show and take a closer look at those Golden Knights of Northmor. Beat East Knox by 40 after a tough 2-point loss to rival Mount Gilead. 4 losses this year have been by 2 possessions or less. One of those games was a 7-point loss, but it was in overtime. So I still count that as a possession loss, if you could say. Then they lost, you know, Centerburg at the buzzer, game we did, a block at the buzzer, the Mount Gilead game, and they also lost by 2 possessions to a good Galleon squad. So they could really be 12-2 right now. It's that close. Offensively, almost 60 points. Defensively, still got a little bit to work on, 50.1 points per game. About 20 points over the average that you usually had your teams at a few years ago. But shooting-wise, very impressive inside the arc. They're taking high percentage shots as of late. They're shooting 50% from inside the arc, and outside around 30%, which is pretty good. Even the free throws are starting to come up as well. They're at 59%.
I don't think of all the teams I've watched this year, no one really sticks out of shooting the foul shots at extremely high rate. That's always room for improvement, but at 50% inside around the basket, that's great. That tells me that Coach Tack is probably wanting to try to get the ball to the paint, drive it to the rim, and they're having good results there.
And let's take a look at one of the key players for the Golden Knights, and that is one junior forward, Grant Bentley. He just put up a ho-hum 31 against East Knox. Missed his first 3. Coach Taka told me the next 6 that he shot didn't even hit the rim. Nothing but net, 6 in a row. He finished with 7 threes, 31 points against the Bulldogs. Oh, and that goes with the 45 points, a school record against Danville earlier this year. He's second in the KMAC in scoring, 18.2 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, which is 5th on the team. 4 rebounds per game, 5th on the team. That means this is a very balanced rebounding squad. And then he also has nearly 2 steals, which is good for 5th in the KMAC. As you take a look at Mr. Bentley and Drew Hammond, who's getting the start for one. This is working perfectly for one Max Lauer, who just jumped into the screen. But now let's take a look at the team spotlight for the Cardington Pirates. It's been a tough stretch for them. They've lost 9 straight games, only scored 50-plus points in 3 of those games since their last win. Offensively, 47.1, but defensively, giving up 54.7.
Yeah, I talked to their coach Rice the other day, and their last 2 games against Crestline, I believe, here, and then they were at Danville. They was in both of those games, but just couldn't come over the hump or couldn't come back from an adversity situation. But he made the comment they were down, I believe, 18 in the second half to Danville and brought it back to 1 possession. And speaking of threes, I believe A.J. Hall hit 6 threes in the third quarter at Danville.
He did. So he went off.
I'm curious to see. I know how Coach Tackett plans. I bet A.J. Hall is going to have to really struggle to get a shot off, but Cardington's going to try to look to get him going early too.
And they were in a game against Crestline last week that you saw right here on the OH Report, but the Bulldogs able to pull away late for the victory. One of our player spotlights for this evening for the Pirates of Cardington is one Merek McClure, the junior forward, 4.5 points per game, showing that the offense still a little bit down. But also, he's a really good rebounder. 5th in the KMAC, 6.4 rebounds per game, and he probably gives about a block a game as well. He's 8th in the KMAC for that stat.
Yeah, a couple times I've watched him play. He has stepped out for ball reversal and has actually knocked down a couple threes at the top of the key, so look for that tonight as well, too.
As we get ready to go here, just about ready for the playing of our national anthem in a big game, so let's throw it down to the court for the playing of the national anthem by one of these cheerleaders of Cardington.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Very well done. Yet again, our national anthem as we get back into the pregame show. And let's take a look now, Coach, at the keys to victory. First, for the Golden Knights. And my 2 keys, mistake-free. Stay down on those turnovers. Let Cardington commit the turnovers. You'll be good in free throws. And that loss to Mount Gilead, they were 11 of 22. And that really determined the game for them. If they can hit their free throws, especially down the stretch, if this is close, they'll come out with the victory.
Yeah, free throws are always the one main point to look at in them close games.
And now taking a look at the keys to the game for the Cardington Pirates. And they're going to have to take it to the paint, and by that I mean get Northmor into foul trouble. You get a couple of the big guys down there in foul trouble, then you might be able to take over that rebounding advantage, maybe a couple of offensive rebounds, some putbacks, take control of that, and then frustrate the three. And I have three in quotations because the three-man for Northmor is one, Grant Bentley. If you can take him out, you can also eliminate that three-point shot from the others like Chenier, like Falk, a couple others, Kearns as well, then you're going to have a chance because this is going to be a game played inside the paint.
Yes, it is, and the big three's right because Grant Bentley gets all the spotlight, but Hunter Falk and Jack Swinger, I believe, both have went over 18 or 20 a couple times this year. So Coach Tack, they got three options out there that can score 20 or plus on any given night.
Now let's take a look at the starters for both sides. First, for the Golden Knights, and like we said earlier, there's a couple changes to the starting lineup. Grant Bentley, Hunter Falk, Jack Swinger all starting tonight, but then Drew Hammond will be in there for Max Lauer. Lauer still has that torn labrum. He's going to play, but he's going to be in somewhat of a limited role. And then Bryson Kearns in for Caleb Chenier tonight. You'll see Chenier and Lauer out on the court. It's just they're going to change up that defense, that defensive lineup a little bit differently. And now the starters for the Pirates, you got Briggs, Crockett, McClure, Brem, and Williamson. And they actually made a change right before the start of the game. A.J. Hall back into the lineup for Williamson. So A.J. Hall will be starting for the Pirates.
What's kind of exciting is there's only one senior on the floor to start this game tonight.
You got to love when that happens.
Yes.
You see the not only right now, but the future of KMAC basketball. And we are underway. Tip is won by Cardington. And here we go. Golden Knights in the man-to-man.
Probably working on that one set they've been running in practice to try to hit Northmor with first.
Crockett gets it over the Briggs and then back out to Brem. Big night in the KMAC. All three leading teams playing three of the lower teams. Teams that are looking for the upset, as you saw on the girls' side. East Knox upsetting Northmor girls a couple nights ago to really shake things up. We'll see if that can happen again tonight. Pass inside the Brem. Spin move puts it up, no good. Rebound to Kearns, and Northmore's going to get its first possession.
AJ had nice patience there, just missed a shot there.
Falk picks up his dribble, gets it back out to Drew Hammond. Hammond gets it over to Jack Swinger, and they'll reset here. 50 seconds gone by. Bentley over to Falk. Fake the handoff. Picks up his dribble, though. Gets it to Hammond.
Cardington's in complete deny mode, back to the ball.
There's Hammond from the elbow. Too strong. Rebound Cardington. Both teams one and done on their first possessions.
I believe both teams like to push the tempo, too.
Hall gets off the screen but can't find the roll. Now Briggs into the lane. Floater, short, and Falk gets the rebound.
Well, Cardington's got to be happy with first two possessions. They had come away with no points, but they did get two shots in the paint.
Bentley looked to drive but got stopped, and they'll kick it back out to Jack Swinger. Pick and roll to Kearns. Triple team forces one up, no good. Hammond kicks it back out. Bentley's going to try a three. Just missed. Rebound to Cardington.
Cardington has numbers.
Briggs tried going baseline but gets it back out to A.J. Brem. Very fast-paced first 2 minutes, Coach.
Brem had Merek there on the slip on that fast break, but I don't think he's seen him.
Brem into the lane. Spin move. Fade away. Off the side of the rim, no good. Here comes Hunter Falk. He's going to pull for three, blocked and taken away.
Another fast break opportunity here for Cardington.
Up and in, and Cardington gets the first 2 points. Gavin Crockett, it's 2-0.
Cardington's starting off with some really good intensity here on defense.
Wenger kicks it over the Falk, fakes the three, gets it to Hammond in the corner, and then back out to Kearns. He'll try the three. Tried the bank, in and out, no good. Rebound to Cardington.
I would have liked to seen Bryson shoot that on the catch instead of after he thought about passing.
And that's when it kind of throws you off if you think a little bit too much. Brem gets it left side to A.J. Hall. He's going to be double teamed.
They're not going to let him have a clear shot to the basket.
Ball deflected out, and it'll stay with Cardington as we take a look at our first replay of the night. The nice take. Scoop layup is good. Now, I was saying, big night for the KMAC. You have Centerburg down at East Knox. You have Fredericktown at Danville, and that was a good game at Danville. The Blue Devils had it close until the end when Fredericktown pulled away, and then the game here. So you never know. Best thing about it is all 3 games live and free tonight on the OH Report. It's a KMAC Friday night here on the OH Report, and we all love it.
And the OH Report does a phenomenal job.
Oh, thank you, Coach. You can call yourself an OH reporter, too, so pat yourself on the back. Brem. Pick and roll to Crockett. He's going to try the 3, airballs it right into the hands of Jack Swenger. Midway point almost of the first quarter, it's 2-0. And we'll get a foul underneath before the pass. That's going to go against Gavin Crockett, his first, the first of the game.
Northmor had good spacing on that transition, and Jack's got right to the rim and for a kick out, drawed that foul.
And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to have your spaces, too. You don't want 5 people on one side. You want 2 guys on the wings, 1 guy at the point to where he could pitch it either way. And that was
you
a
want
perfect
options.
Example. Inbounds the Bentley. He's fouled, and he's going to go to the line for the first free throws of the evening. As that was a great, he went up for the screen, rolled right back down to the hoop.
That was the old pick-to-picker play.
It's on McClure, his first.
Glad to see Max back out there. What a real true athlete, leadership on and off the court, field, and he's had to battle with injuries his whole senior year here in football and basketball.
Well, he had the opportunity to get surgery, or they said if you can play with the pain, play with the pain, and that is just the kid that Max Lauer is. He says, I want to help my team. I want to compete for possibly the school's first district championship appearance. I'm playing. And look at him take it to the hole, missed, and he's going to get called for the foul. So that was not a shooting foul. They said it was on the floor, so that inbounds.
The reffing crew wasn't on the same page. The guy that made the call pointed on the floor, and the other 2 assumed that it was going to be free throws.
So Lauer.
Northmor picking up a little 3-quarter court pressure here. Cardington breaks it easily.
Gets it right side, 3 in the air. Too strong, rebound to Hammond.
Way to stay with it there. Cardington didn't give up on the play, stole it back and laid it in.
First points of the night for Williamson. It's 4-0.
You can definitely tell Cardington's playing with a little urgency. I like seeing that. You wouldn't guess that they're on that 8 or 9 game losing streak with the way they're coming out here tonight.
Falk on the elbow. Looking to get the Wenger. Instead, he'll dribble it out and then give it back to Wenger. Now to Bentley. Was double teamed. Passes it in to Lauer. Lauer, layup shot, no good. Just enough of a miss by Williamson there to get him off his shot. Down to the other end. Pass inside. Kick back out. Briggs for 3. No good. Rebound. That's going to be a foul 90 feet away against A.J. Hall.
Yeah, over the
yes.
back. Well, technically they don't call that over the back anymore.
Yes. Yeah. We were just talking about that on our last live stream last night. We're going to get our first timeout of the evening by Blade Tackett. 4-0 Cardington with the lead. So we take a look at the steal and the bucket.
Coach Tackett's probably talking about how important this possession here is you know, they're still in the hunt for a possible conference championship and getting ready for the tournament, and Cardington's trying to gain confidence, and I think Coach Tackett's letting the team know right now which team looks like they're playing with confidence and which team doesn't.
You see the Fredericktown-Danville game just about ready to get going. We'll keep you updated on that one, and I know we'll get some text updates on the East Knox game against Centerburg. Fredericktown undefeated in conference right now. 2 games up on Centerburg, 3 up on the Golden Knights of Northmor. Wenger gets it over to Bentley. Back out to Wenger. He's going to try his straightaway 3. No good. Rebound out the Falk, though, an offensive board. And he's going to throw it off of Cardington to get a fresh inbounds here with 3:08 left.
Yeah, I think Hunter must have sensed that he was about to lose his balance. That was a good heads-up play there.
Wenger to inbound. Gets it to Lauer. He's going to try the three, and he hits! Max Lauer from deep. It's 4-3.
On the catch, he looked down to make sure he stepped back behind that three. Good decision there, Max. Got one more point by stepping back.
And that's something he's worked on over the summer, Coach Tackett told me. Lauer gets his ankles broken, but the shot's too strong, and Northmor now has a chance to take the lead here. Pull-up jumper. Not enough. Back comes Cardington. Good look by Jax, just missed. Williamson gets it off to Brem. He's going to pull up and hit.
That's a shot right there that you hardly see much at high school basketball. Pull up from 15.
Bentley spins. He fades away, and he answers. So now we have some scoring going on here. 6-5. And an unforced error gives Northmor the ball back as we take a look. Nice spin move, avoids the contact for the possible charge, and then a nice fade away for the bucket.
Cardington's playing, I would say the game plan's on par with what Coach Rice was wanting. If Northmor would happen to get out by a couple possession lead here, I'm curious to see how Cardington reacts to that, just mentally.
And they're really shutting down. There's only been one or two good looks from three so far. One of them hit by Max Lauer, the other one missed. So they're doing that as Wenger loses the handle. That's the third Northmor turnover. Briggs nearly turned it over, but gets it to Brem. Under 2 to play opening quarter, 6-5 Pirates.
Both teams have had very active hands on defense.
Brem takes it to the hole and scores. His fourth point, it's 8-5. Wenger into Kearns. Around to Caleb Chenier. And we're going to get a hold foul against Cardington inbound underneath as we take a look at the Brem take.
Yeah. I think Chenier's, he's happy he may have got fouled before that block or possible charge there.
Yeah, they said it was a hold.
Yeah.
So. And that's going to be on the floor, too. I don't know why they had him lining up for free throws again, but. Isaac Black into the game for Northmor.
Northmor hit that three on the last out-of-bounds play. See if they can score on this one.
Get it over the Wenger. Now to Bentley. Bentley's going to drive baseline. Puts it up and in. Easy take for Grant Bentley. It's 8-7.
That's where he has really improved on his game. He was that set-up shooter freshman in last year, and this year he's found other ways to score by putting it on the floor.
That's what the Golden Knights like to do. They like to go baseline. They can't get the shot. They'll kick it to the far side for the open shot. Oh, that take beautifully by Brem, but he just missed.
He's had some nice looks here so far in his first quarter.
Kind of taking it out of the Northmor playbook, too, taking it baseline.
He had one early that I thought he misjudged on the shot, but the other ones have been good takes.
Black out to Kearns as we're at 45 seconds left here in quarter number one. Kearns with the spin, looking to get it out of his hands. He finally does the Chenier. And this is where Coach Tackett likes to wait for the final shot. We'll see if he does that now. He won't, but Northmor gets an offensive board.
Jack stays after it, gets his own rebound, runs it down.
Chenier with the take and a score. Northmor leads for the first time tonight.
That was all set up by the sophomore, Jack Swinger, not giving up on the play.
15 seconds left. Cardington will hold for the final shot. Brem hands it off. Now out to Williamson with 5 seconds. He's going to pull up for a three. Off the mark, no good. Put back at the buzzer's no good, and that's how quarter number one will end. We've played 8 minutes, a fast 8 minutes. Golden Knights lead 9-8. You're watching KMAC Boys Hoops on a Friday night, live and free right here on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results. More than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
One quarter in the books, and it's the Golden Knights with the 9-8 lead here in Cardington. Travis Berardi alongside head coach Zach Ruth, and that was a very fast-paced, high-octane first quarter.
Yes, it was. Cardington's probably got to be happy with their performance. They had a lot of nice shot attempts, probably had more shot attempts than what Northmor did, but they kind of had some threes there I don't think Coach Rice was happy with.
Golden Knights got their first lead right at the end of the quarter, and they extend on it with Grant Bentley's 6th point.
Set play coming out of end of the quarter. You can always guarantee that.
Tackett learned.
And then changing the defense.
Tackett learned a few tips from his predecessor back in the day. Now they're in the 1-3-1 at trapping zone. Brem dribbles in, gets it around left side. A.J. Hall for 3. No good. Knocked out of bounds. And where's it going to go? It's going to stay with Cardington as Max Lauer checks back in.
I was curious to see if the Golden Knights was going to stay in the 1-3-1 on out of bounds or not. They go back to man on out of bounds play for defense.
Brem looking to get it in. Does. A collision, though. And Drew Hammond's going to take it. Into the lane, puts it up and in. Golden Knights get the steal. A tough luck steal for Cardington as they get the timeout, but the Golden Knights on a run now.
Yes, I think Coach Rice senses that momentum's definitely changed here, how the end of that quarter went for them, and then how the first couple possessions here went against them. So he sensed that. That's a good timeout for the young team. Teach a moment here. Probably trying to set something up against the zone, but the old coach of me, here's where I come out if I'm Northmor and I get away from it and go back to man.
Trying to change things up as we take a quick look in. Danville with the 3-0 lead a minute in. So we'll keep an update on that. The signal's a little bad from Fredericktown, so won't keep it up for too long.
Today I have coaches that will reach out and they always ask for advice or anything. I'm always telling them the number one thing I always loved doing was do whatever you can to disrupt rhythm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, you can't, especially a shooting team that likes to shoot the three. If you can keep them out of that rhythm, it's really going to make it hard for them to, make some shots. Unless your name's Steph Curry.
Exactly.
Cardington out of the timeout, trailing 13-8. It's a 6-0 Golden Knight run since the end of the first.
Well, Cardington should get what they want here because Northmor comes out in the 1-3-1. I'm sure that's what that timeout was about.
That's what you got to do. Dribble, kick, fast passes. That's deflected out of bounds and will stay with Northmor, but that you can't hold the ball for more than a second because that allows the defense to shift sides. That allows that top guy to get over and get that trap. But if you can move it fast enough left or right, it really throws them off to where you can get that skip pass for an open look.
If you was ever behind my bench anytime a team zoned us, we called it hot potato. We just wanted to catch that thing and move it, get that zone moving.
And if you look good enough, you have somebody cutting down through the bottom of the hoop, you can get a nice little flex-like look for a bucket. 3 in the air for Hall. No good. Ball flipped out, but it stays with Cardington as they get the bucket. A.J. Brem gets the lucky break, and it's his 6th point, 13-10. Bentley, quick release 3 off the front iron, no good. Now Cardington has a chance to get this to within 1 or tie it.
Turnover.
But
A.J. should have just brought the ball up the floor there instead of kicking it ahead. Cardington's has scored 2 baskets after Northmor was going to clear the rebound, and they stayed active with active hands and got it back and put it in.
It's that extra effort that could keep you in games.
50-50 balls anytime you can get your hand on it.
13-10 Golden Knights. Falk into the lane, kicks it over to Bentley. Bentley's going to try to drive. He pulls up, but short as he was fading away, and Cardington out with it once again. Hall hands it off to Brem. Now it's back to Hall as he drives in. Good kick inside, but we're going to get a foul on the floor. Only the second foul against Northmor, and that one's going to go against Hunter Falk as first.
I would like to see him maybe throw it up to him on that instead of down low at him.
Haven't had a chance yet, but I want to welcome everybody watching live and free this evening on the OH Report. Let us know where you're watching from. Give us a shout out. We'll shout you out. I'll get to my shout outs here next time out we get, because this game's gone by fast.
Yes, it is.
Brem kicks it back out the Hall as we go under 5:30 left in the half.
Coach Rice yells out VCU. Sure, this is a design set play.
Lauer went for the steal, didn't get it. Kicked inside. They're going to go back out, though, to Hall. Good recovery by Northmor to save that layup attempt. Brem from the corner. Gets it to Sam Wilson and then back.
Cardington's resetting. Good patience here by them. Make sure you come away with what you want. And the person you want taking the shot.
Especially when it's only one possession game. You want to keep it close at least. And the longer you can hold it to get a bucket, even better for you. Backdoor cut, reverse layup. Missed it, but an offensive rebound put back good. That's exactly what they wanted.
Win or lose tonight, that's a possession that Coach Rice can go back and teach his young team about having some patience there.
Wenger broke an ankle, and it leads to an open three by Grant Bentley. He has 9. And if you're Blade Tackett, you can look back at that, the way they were able to answer.
Yes.
And they get the turnover. So while we have a moment, let's take a look at that last play. The crossover, kick right side, and when you let Grant Bentley set up, more likely than not that's going to go through the way he's been playing this season.
I would think everybody knows, Travis, that he can shoot that ball from the corner. He's been doing
saw that
for
his freshman year,
for 3
halfway
years,
through.
yes.
Yeah. And to think he's back for another year as
Yes.
well. Everybody but Max Lauer on this team. And for Northmor to be a D4 squad next year, too, look out.
Yeah.
Lauer into the lane, puts one up, no good, but gets the strip, a turnover.
Active hands again.
It's going to turn into a jump ball, though, so it does save Cardington.
I had to give some of my former players credit because when they came out with the new divisional and seen that Northmor was Division 4, my phone blew up and they're like, Coach, yeah, I said, yeah, I know. we may have got our shot at the shot's what we always called it.
I think I know who some of those players were.
Yeah.
A couple Kegleys.
Yes.
Michi Johnson.
Yes.
Brock Pletcher.
Yes.
The JV coach of Cardington, Blake Miller.
Yes.
Yeah. Logan Randolph.
So quite a few of them did.
I've been
yes.
knocking them. Check them off. Check
Yep.
them off. If any of you are watching, welcome. Another unforced error by Cardington. Only their 4th turnover, but Northmore's been able to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Drew Hammond's coming in for Isaac Chenier for the Golden Knights, and Journey Williamson's coming back in for Sam Wilson. I think Journey sprung his ankle on that cross-up on Jack's head.
And now Grant Bentley will come out for Isaac Black. Players like Chenier, those role players for Northmor, Black, Chenier right now, but when Hammond's coming off the bench, they've really come into their own here in the second half of the season.
And they're so interchangeable, and that's what makes them dangerous. I think Coach Tackett's just looking for that right rotation that he's going to need down the stretch here.
Hammond got the turnover, then turned it back over. And on the other end, the jumper's good. Great look by Brem. He's got 8.
He has a soft touch around the basket.
It's a 2-point game. Then on the other side for Cardington, these players, they've just been trying to get better as the season's gone on, as Wenger misses and Cardington will have a chance to tie it up.
Both teams have got pretty far into their bench already. That's good. That's good for both teams to be able to have that type of bench depth, especially later in the season.
3 in the air for Williamson. He hits it, and Cardington leads once again. First 3 of the night for Cardington. They're up 17-16 with just about 2:30 left in the half. And they nearly got the turnover. Now it's leading to Hammond. He pulls up for 2 and gets the friendly bounce. Northmor back on top.
Cardington has had, I've probably already said this 3 or 4 times, they have really good active hands on defense tonight, along with Northmor. Whoever's charting deflections tonight for both teams is
they're having a night.
Yes.
2 minutes left in the half. 18-17 Golden Knights.
Speaking of that, we always try to get 32 deflections. We always wanted 1 per minute game played.
And a travel. We'll take a look at that. Northmor didn't use their hands there, but they did close down. And that's why it's a travel instead of a foul.
Yep.
But Cardington, too, the last few games, there may be 1 or 2 possessions away from really, changing the complexion of the game. Their game against Fredericktown, they lost at the end by 3. This is a team that they can compete with some of the best in the KMAC if they can put together a full 4 quarters.
Exactly.
And they put together a good 2 so far. Wenger forces one up and in.
Nice patient move there by Jax Wenger.
His first points for one of the up-and-coming stars of the KMAC, the sophomore. There's just so much young talent in this conference.
There is. It's going to be a very exciting couple years. On the girls' side, too.
Yeah. I mean, you have Briggs over here as a sophomore. So that hits the top of the hoop and goes.
It goes. They left him open.
Tackett was pointing up at the top of the rim, but the top of the hoop, but it went through.
I believe as long as it doesn't hit any of the angles, it's fine.
Chenier looked to answer, but misses.
Cardington looking to push here.
Briggs, left side to Brem. Brem pulls up. No good. Rebound to Folk. Back come the Golden Knights. Tough shot, no good. And Chenier's going to get called for the foul.
Yeah, probably not the shot that Coach Tackett was wanting there. The Coach Tackett I know probably would have rather seen Hunter, if he would have had a straight line drive right to the basket, take it, but maybe just pull that out around. Coach Tackett likes to sit on that last shot. Definitely had the personnel on the floor to be able to handle the ball for the last shot.
So now it will be Cardington with a chance to go into the break with the lead. And that's exactly what they will do, hold for the final shot.
Jax maybe needs to get up so he can at least start a count on him. Make him move.
7 seconds. Brem loses the handle. And we're going to get a block.
Ball's going to be on the side out.
That's going to be the second on Caleb Chenier.
Very interesting here by Coach Rice calling a timeout. He must have a side out play that is definitely, or he thinks it's definitely going to have a scoring opportunity out of 2.9.
Finally, I have a chance to say hello to everybody watching tonight. A lot of you watching. Matthew Roseberry, even better coach for you, Coach Ruth. Best commentator as well. And Kristen. Tanner, Mr. Pirate Ship checking in. Hello, Tanner. Kristen Hack. Coach Hack is familiar with Coach Ruth. Deb Ruth, Mama checking in.
Well, they're
with
here
the
at
grandchildren.
the game.
Oh, are they here? They're here watching.
Kristen Hack, she's the daughter of my first-year assistant coach, Tom Hack, which was the AD here at Cardington for a while.
Jory Skoronsky, our boss, saying hello. And Angie Evans, let's go Knights. Hello, everybody.
First time I was ever introduced to the OH Report. I met her. She come down to our East Knox game my final year.
I remember
coaching.
that. Forced it up and in! Are you serious?
I told you they had it drew up exactly. That's why Coach Rice called the timeout.
What? That's how the half's going to end. Cardington with A.J. Hall's first bucket of the afternoon.
That's a replay we need to see, Travis.
We will after the break. Cardington on upset alert leads Northmor 23-20 at the break. We'll be back live and free right here on the OH Report.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really?
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder?
That's how I drink.
Loud like
I
that?
drink loud. I like to enjoy it.
Toss me some Lays.
Did you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense. Hayden, Eli, road trip to the Super Bowl. Hard pass. Playoffs are on. You're paying for that door, by the way. I got a bus. The bus has got a bus. Let's go.
Can we go see the bus?
What up, Eli?
Mr. Cruz, I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, man. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
I got you. I got you.
Whoa.
Super Bowl, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
I'm calling Mom after I finish these chips.
How much longer? You drive weird.
Bus, are we there yet?
No.
Hey, Bus, we gotta pull over for some more chips and drinks.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, guys, look what I found.
Bradshaw?
Hey guys, got room for one more? Got Doritos? Got Mountain Dew.
Well, do we really want to bring him? It might start to feel crowded. I mean, maybe if we had a little,
Oh, please don't.
you know,
Don't say it.
salsa.
I love me some salsa.
All right, I got an idea. We got one seat left, and it's special just for you.
Let's do it. This is like a convertible, except a whole lot better.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me, if you ever cared to ask. Good for you, you're doing great, I know without me, baby, God, I wish that I could do that.
I lost my mind like Santa Claus, crying on the floor.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in the room. I've been so real, I'm down to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dying.
You know you gotta climb higher. Climb higher. Let the fire burn brighter. Be strong.
Hello again. There we go. Had a little audio problem there with our box, but we are back. But what a shot at the end of the half. Steph Curry-like. And that's what you need momentum-wise. Those shots can really, change the complexion of a game because you think, okay, Northmore's going to go in with a tide, but they're down.
Cardington's probably going to need somebody else to step up here because Northmore will amp up the pressure on A.J. Hall and the Brem kid. That's who's been kind of hurting them with some shots. And then Northmore just has to stay patient. I think they kind of rushed. They had some transition stuff. They kind of rushed here. I think Coach Tackett would like to see them come out and run a good set or get an assisted score. That's what I always use. I want an assisted score unless you're going coast to coast and laying it in.
Individual scoring real quick. First for Cardington, Brem with 9, Williamson with 7, Hall with 3, McClure and Crockett with 2. As for the Golden Knights, Bentley with 9, Hammond with 4, Lauer with 3, Wenger and Chenier with 2. 9-8 Northmore after 1, 15-11 Cardington after 2. That's 23-10, and we are underway in quarter number 3, and it starts with a Northmore turnover.
They were trying to post up Bentley there on the block.
And it turns into a 5-point lead now as A.J. Hall has his 5th point, 5 in a row for him.
I believe A.J. had the steal on that too, went coast to coast for the layup.
Falk backs it out, gets it to Jax Wenger, and they'll reset here. 30 seconds gone by, quarter number 3. Wenger into the lane. Goes around to Falk. He'll try a 3, and he hits.
He had plenty of time to step into that shot. Good find there by Jax Wenger.
First field goal of the evening for Falk. It's 25-23. Brem gets a screen. Goes right side to Briggs. Underneath the hoop, gets it back out to Brem. Fakes the 3. He'll drive it in the lane. Pull-up jumper. Just a little short, but an offensive rebound by McClure. Out to Briggs for 3. No good. Another offensive rebound.
Active hands there again.
Wenger,
Knights.
Open lane, takes it up. Contact. No foul. What's going on here right now?
Well, I don't even think the official was ahead enough to even see that Falk got the rebound and was standing out of bounds. So it's going to be interesting who even gets the ball here if they didn't call a foul.
Should take a look at Blade Tackett, perplexed at what is going on right now.
Maybe the block may have been clean. I don't know. I got the impression that Jax was going to try to go up and hammer that down.
I did too. And here's the replay once again. Wenger going up for the hoop. I don't know.
You see Hunter standing out of bounds, and there's no lead or ref ahead to see it. If there is no foul, they at least got the possession right that Cardington has the basketball.
So, it's a miss. Ball out of bounds, and it will be Cardington ball, up by 2.
That may have been one if I was still coaching. We probably would have got our official bench warning right there.
Brem goes across court to Hall, closely guarded. Looking for the trap, and they get the steal, maybe, no, but it's back into the hands of Briggs. Northmore almost got the steal there.
Northmore's coming out really aggressive here, trapping, active hands.
Lauer gets the steal. Gets it over to Falk. Now they Hammond. Hammond thought about it, gets it back out to Lauer. Lauer's going to go into the lane, kick it right side to Bentley. Bentley now. Spin, pulls up. We're tied.
Kind of a Dirk Nowitzki shot there by Bentley. He's added to his arsenal.
What a way to pick up Jack Swinger, though. They get the steal, they get the bucket, and ball don't lie moment. We're tied at 25 anyway. Now can Cardington get an answer here and get some of that momentum back?
Cardington trying that backdoor play that Northmor hit earlier.
Instead, it's going to be Williamson, a little too strong, but another offensive rebound. What a job by McClure here in the third quarter. Another one, and that's going to be a foul. Take a look at the replay. Just the effort.
There's been times where both teams haven't given up on the missed shot, and they've been rewarded.
That'll be the first on Drew Hammond. McClure misses the first. Gavin Crockett will come in. He'll replace A.J. Hall. 25-25 with 5:30 left here. Quarter number 3. Second free throw. No good. Lauer this time makes sure he gets the rebound.
Yes. Northmor pushes up the right side of Grant.
Back out to Max. Thought about the 3 instead. He'll drive it to the lane. Layup shot. Good.
Nice take there by Max.
Northmor leads. 7-0 run. Brem kicks it over to Briggs. Briggs going to go into the lane. Put up the layup. Great shot by him. Tie game.
He has a quick first step from the perimeter. He's got to the rack several times. That's the first time I believe he's finished.
6 players now on the scorebook for Cardington. Wenger lost it out of bounds. The turnovers. We'll take a look at Briggs' take.
Max stepped over to help. Just a step too slow there on that one.
Hammond will check out for Chenier. Knotted at 27 here. 4:52 left in the third. Brem across the timeline.
Elevator screen up the middle.
Over the Briggs. Looking inside. Instead gets it back out to reset.
Cardington's looking to post up there on the inside. They got the matchup they'd probably want.
Williamson ollied it off his foot, but it goes right to McClure. Looking back door, but Max Lauer, quick hands, deflects it out of bounds. They'll reset underneath the hoop. Crockett gets it back out to Brem, who inbounded. He'll try to drive, but Max Lauer stays in front of him.
Brem has a nice mid-range game to him. He appears that he can take you off the bounce, so you got to respect that. And he shoots it good enough, you got to respect that. And I believe he falls into that sophomore category too.
Briggs crosses over and throws it right into the hands of Lauer. Turnover.
That was just a scouted play there by the Golden Knights. They knew what was coming and jumped the play.
Quick release 3 for Bentley. Swish! Grant Bentley starting to feel it. He has 14. You can't let him get hot. Who's going to answer for Cardington now? Brem. Trapped in the corner, gets away though and gets it out to Williamson.
Say if Cardington scores or doesn't score here, they may need to try to get a timeout.
Williamson gets it deflected to him and hits the answer right back at you. He's got double digits with 10 and we're tied at 30.
That buys him not calling the timeout now.
What a lucky bounce. It got stripped right to him. He was wide open and hits the corner 3.
I just sensed the momentum was about to seriously change there.
The way this game's going, you had to expect it, though.
Cardington's playing with a lot of confidence. Northmor just needs to run their stuff, and they'll be fine.
Falk draws the foul. We'll go to the line, but let's take a look once again. It just got stripped right here, right into the hands. Set, release, tie game.
I believe he's hit 2 threes tonight so far.
You are correct, sir. Hunter Falk to the line. Falk hits the first. He's a 55% free throw shooter. The first free throw attempt by the Golden Knights this evening.
Doesn't appear that they got a break coming off a foul shot. I always like to run some type of a quick break off a foul shot when you're not expecting it.
Falk hits them both. Northmor back up 2. Brem looking backdoor, doesn't get it. He gets trapped instead. And we're going to get a foul on Jack Swenger. Just reached in as he let go of that ball.
Well, both teams have had active hands tonight, and I think that if the players can hold on to the ball, it might start adding up on the fouls on both teams.
So that'll be Jack's second foul. Nobody in foul trouble, only a couple guys with 2 fouls. Pretty clean game thus far.
I like to see them swipe up on that instead of swiping down. The refs always see that down motion, and sometimes you can swing and miss, and they'll anticipate the foul. You swing up, swipe up.
Briggs looked to drive, but Max Lauer stops him. Chenier nearly got the steal. Falk gets a hand in there. Briggs will pull back for 3, too strong. Jack Swenger with the rebound.
Has a tough shot off of a kickball like that. But it worked for Journey on the possession before.
Chenier pulls up from the elbow and hits. Caleb Chenier with 4 points. And it's a 4-point Golden Knight lead with 2 minutes left in the third. Williamson nearly lost the handle, instead gets it to Briggs. Baseline, and Falk's going to get called for the foul. So we take a look.
Kalen was even in bad position to kind of shoot that ball off balance. Falk bailed him out on that.
Just got the fingertips off of his arm, and it'll be 2 shots.
Kalen has 2 to try to get at least 1 to make it 1 possession. Knocks the first one down.
His 3rd point tonight, 34-31. And if you're Cardington, you just got to keep this within 2 possessions.
Exactly.
Can't let Northmor go on a run. Misses the second. Chenier with the rebound. Both teams 11 defensive rebounds. Bentley tried going baseline, stopped, kicked it, but it's stolen. 7th Golden Knight turnover. Over to Briggs.
I think both teams are bouncing the ball on the floor a little too much for my liking. Trying to create too much score for themselves.
Crockett gives it back to Brem as we get 90 seconds left in the third. He'll try driving in, gets stopped by Chenier, and they'll back it out as Briggs will reset the offense. Crosses over. Thought about jumping, but it's stolen away. Falk nearly trapped. Turns it over. Quickly ahead. Nice ball fake layup, good. 12 points for Mr. Williamson. It's a 1-point game under a minute to go.
It'll be interesting here. Northmor gets the ball to start the 4th, but Cardington's going to make Jacks put it on the floor.
In the Lauer layup, missed it though, but they're going to be bailed out with the foul. Take a look at the replay.
Got him on the shoulder.
Got the elbow. Yeah, the elbow of McClure got him on the side, and Max will go to the line for 2.
I think what threw everybody off is kind of a delayed whistle.
Sometimes you think if he makes the layup, the ref's going to not call it.
That's what they used to tell me, and I always had some pretty good comeback answers to that one.
Then I went the and one.
Yeah. Exactly.
Lauer hits the first. 6 points off the bench for Max. And Blade Tackett will call a timeout before the second free throw for Max Lauer. 35-33 Golden Knights, and this hasn't been a sloppy game by either side. You're thinking Northmor's the favorite in this one. It's just been a very highly contested, up-tempo, defensive battle by both sides.
Yes, it is. I'm kind of anticipating Coach Tackett here being confident in Max with the foul shot here, and he's going to come out with some pressure to try to get another score here. Cardington's got to be ready for a press here because Coach Tackett senses an opportunity of scoring here, pick up the pressure, and maybe get the ball back and regain and hold for the last shot and possibly score and get the ball to start the 4th quarter and possibly score. And next thing you know, you've scored on 3 possessions before Cardington's had a shot.
Back to our comments section. Anita Flinders here in Tennessee watching our grandson, A.J. Brem. Hello, Anita. Beth Wiseman watching from work. Go Knights. Hopefully your work night is going well, Beth. Justin Hirschberger, too many second chances for Cardington on offense. Let's go Knights. Yeah, McClure's been doing really good in the paint. And Matt Gompf, appreciative of the officiating tonight. Nice to see you again, Matt. And Mallory over on YouTube, Mallory Philpott. Let's go A.J. Brem. A lot of Brem fans in here as we have over 120 people watching Zach Ruth tonight.
There's going to be a lot of nice future years here with the Brem going against the winger. Those sophomores.
Yeah, the youth of this conference as well. Lauer's second attempt. Drains it.
I'm anticipating a press. Oh, no, they're not pressing.
7 points for Max, and he had to shoot that. That's his bad shoulder as well. Nothing. No bad shot out of that for him. 3-point Golden Knight lead as we hit 30 seconds left in the quarter, as you think Cardington's probably going to try for that last second attempt. Lauer with the strip goes out of bounds and will stay with 25.9 left.
I was wondering if there was going to be some trapping going on there. I was anticipating Northmor to come out and press them, but it's guaranteed when they called the timeout that they was going to change something up defensively. Texas, that's probably trap.
Folk a little too late there as it gets into the hands of Crockett. 15 seconds, and that's going to be a kick.
If Cardington can get the ball reversed and get one more, they'll have a backside layup out of this.
So now 15.4 left. And, you know, Coach Tackett's happy with this getting knocked out of bounds, just taking time off the clock. Looking for that trap. Nice job by Brem to get around that. Left side, 3 for Hall. Tipped. Rebound, taken out by Falk. 3 seconds, 2. Ahead to Bentley. He's going to pull up at the buzzer. Off the mark. But the Golden Knights survive that possession and have a 36-33 lead as we go into money time. We'll take a break and be back with money time right here on a KMAC Friday night, live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
In the words of OH Report President CEO Brian Skoronsky, it is money time here at the Pirate Ship. Northmor leading 36-33. They get possession to start the fourth. Travis Berardi alongside head coach Zach Ruth. And, Coach, you said in the break, these next 2 minutes are critical for both sides.
For both sides, yep. Northmor is going to get a set here what they want.
Lauer works his way around the Bentley. He's going to try another 3. Yep.
You make that extra pass, you get rewarded with that almost every time.
17 points for Grant Bentley. It's a 6-point Golden Knight lead. This ties their largest of the evening. Skip pass, nearly turned over. Great job to save it by Brem. Cardington looking to answer.
A lot of balls down here getting deflected on Cardington's passes.
And they're going to take a full timeout.
Coach Rice senses that.
And this is a big possession. Like I said in the third quarter, you want to keep it within 2 possessions. You get a steal and a bucket here from Northmor. It's a 3-possession game. Then they can really settle down on defense.
Yeah, and that's probably what Coach Rice is. He's putting his team in a situation right now to try to help them out. He senses they're young. They've been in this situation a lot. And unfortunately, they haven't been able to pull through situations like this, and he's probably reminding them that again, but this time you're at home, and how important this possession is. A lot of people used to get on me that would sit behind the bench and say maybe I was putting too much on the kids by mentioning that stuff, but they got to understand it sometime, and they got to learn it sometimes. If they don't hear it from me, they're going to hear it from somebody else. Northmore's just got to stay active hands here on defense, get the ball, push transition, take what you can get, come down, run your stuff. When Northmore's been patient, they've got what they've wanted.
Back to our comments section. Beth Bauer, you got this Knights. Kristen Hack, Pirates having a much better showing than the first meeting. Yes, they are. Coach Roof was never one that liked the ball being dribbled too much. I know that as well. Eric Snyder, I would keep the pressure up if I was Northmore. Too much standing and watching on Cardington's offense. And that's what we said early on, especially with that 1-3-1. You got to have quick passes.
Yeah, we used to hold a lot of practices with deflated basketballs and run our offense.
You're a fan of Tom Brady.
Deflate gate.
Yeah. Back to action. Cardington, wouldn't say desperately needs a bucket here, but it would go a long way with their momentum. Hall picks up the dribble, gets it over to Williamson. He'll try a three, just missed, and Wenger gets the rebound. Nearly stripped away, but Hunter Falk comes out and gets it.
That set play was, I think, there for Hall to get a three.
Chenier, he'll pull up a tough shot, airballs it.
That's definitely not what they was wanting on that possession by Northmore.
Cardington. And we're going to get a little too much of the hands against Grant Bentley. It's only his first, and that'll be the team's fourth.
Northmore continues trapping here. They're going to force some turnovers, but they need to capitalize on their turnovers.
Cardington also can take advantage if they can get a good open look backside on those
They can
traps.
get a couple reversal passes, they'll get what they want.
Centerburg saw halftime score. They're up double digits at East Knox, so they are doing their part in the KMAC race this evening.
Max just does a nice job hedging. He always makes you have to bounce out one more time with the dribble.
Halftime at Fredericktown, they're only up 5 on Danville. Euro step, Bentley right there with the block. Now, question, Coach. On a block, is that still a rebound?
I would chart it as a rebound and a block.
I will.
There's a shot attempt.
Chenier's going to try a three. Yes!
You could sense this happening. Cardington, now this is a desperate possession here for Cardington, for the Pirates.
9-point Golden Knight lead, the largest on either side this evening. Falk nearly gets the steal, knocked out of bounds as we take a look at the replay. And Caleb Chenier makes up for that errant shot a couple possessions earlier, hits it from the open look. And now the Golden Knights starting to feel it a little bit.
Yes. I would keep the pressure up here if I was Northmore on the
Absolutely.
trapping.
This is a Cardington team that's played lights out tonight. And if they can get a couple buckets, you get a bucket, steal another bucket, you're still in this game
still
with
in the
plenty of time.
basketball game, yes.
Crockett stolen away. Another stop by the Golden Knights. And now they can take control of their offense.
Yes.
Wenger crosses behind the back. He'll back out.
I'd like to see a long offensive possession here.
Into Lauer. Puts it up. Right hand.
But I guess
Good.
if you can score quick, you can score quick.
Max says, I got this, Coach. He's got 9. Bentley. Ankle's broken. And it'll lead the free throws.
We've seen that 3 times tonight, I think. I don't know, maybe the floor slip a little bit or then some nice setup moves.
It's going to be the second on Caleb Chenier. And it'll lead the free throws with the Golden Knights leading by 11. Got to make these.
Scoring without the clock running, that's the best way to come back. And the only way you can do that is from the foul line.
3 points with the clock stopped. Misses the first. You really got to think, no matter what the outcome is tonight, you got to feel pretty good about the effort of this Cardington squad.
Yeah. And you know, and I've had that talk with a lot of coaches lately. You know, a lot of people always talk about, well, you got to win the war, win the war. Well, you can't win a war unless you win a battle first or learn to win a battle. You know, and Cardington won. I would say, you know, they won them first 3 battles, first 3 quarters. And that's a point that the coaches can look at.
And there's still half a quarter left, too.
If they would happen to fail tonight, especially with a young team.
They played 2 of the top 3 teams in the KMAC really tough so far this year. Nearly knocked off Fredericktown, who doesn't have a loss yet in the conference. And tonight, so far, against Northmor. Falk's going to try a corner 3, and he's going to get fouled.
Got bailed out on that one.
Yeah, that didn't look like that was going to go anywhere near the hoop.
Because it was kind of a bad catch, 3 in the corner.
Crockett, it was on the follow-through, kind of went for the box out and just kind of side-swiped Hunter Falk. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First one good.
Hunter's had, well, all the players that's played tonight have real active hands. I've been very impressed with how active the hands have been.
2 for 2.
Or the ball handlers haven't been taking care of the basketball. You can look at it that way, too.
Well, once again, I wonder which predecessor at Blade Tackett taught him that in the coaching.
When I mentioned we used to keep a chart for 32 deflections, any game we had over 20 deflections, we never lost.
You know what? If anybody goes back to 2 episodes ago of the Joe Show, episode 3, he breaks that down about how coaches had those checklists game by game and what it did for them.
Well,
Tough break as Brem steps on the baseline and out of bounds goes to North.
We used to chart that stuff all the time, and until, because a lot of kids are visionaries, they've got to see it, and once it happens, we got away from it to where we quit charting it during the game then, because the kids already, they knew.
It's like a game within a game.
Yes.
If you can check off 7, 8 out of 10, you're probably going to win the game.
Yes.
Midway point of the 4th, Wenger going to get bumped. And it'll be on Cardington. We'll see the number. That's the first on Journey Williamson, the team's 4th. Inbound to Lauer, now to Bentley. Bentley into the lane, kicks it out to Chenier. He goes in the lane, back out to Lauer. Drive and kick, but this time Lauer takes it to the hole and scores.
Nice left hand there by Max.
11 points off the bench, 49-34. That take no good.
This may be a possession here that I've mentioned, maybe a long offensive possession here. Make them have to come out and foul you. You've got enough guards and ball handlers on the floor.
Bentley into the lane. Misses it. Good defense by McClure, but Falk with the steal. No, they said he stepped on the line. So Cardington survives the possession.
Because those are things you need to work on to get when it comes tournament time, to prepare for tournament time. That's one thing I would be doing in this situation here is maybe even calling a timeout. Coach Tackett could possibly call a timeout here. We're going to work on it. We want this possession here to last long. I'll yell out a color, and that's when we look to score because we may need this later.
Brem. Skip pass over to Hall. Gets a good look from the elbow. Yes. Crockett with his 4th and a timeout. Jason Rice. 49-36 with just over 3 minutes left.
But yeah, you know, when you come back of charting things, you know, going into games, we would have the teams. We knew we were going to get deflections. We knew we was going to win the 50-50s. And we knew we were going to hold you under 50 points. So that's just a boatload of confidence. But it took a lot of time to get there. And unfortunately now a lot of the basketball, it's about scoring. And a good friend of mine, we were just talking the other day that it seems like any rule change there is at any level, it benefits the offense all the time.
It does.
The defense is always at a
the hand check rule this year.
Disadvantage.
Couple updates from around the area. We're going to go girls right now. Buckeye Central leading Cary by 10. The top team in the Willard District and the region. Buckeye Central according to Martin RPI. See if I can get some other updates. Said Centerburg was up.
I did always have to laugh at Brian Skorowski of saying we ran the pack line Virginia defense, when actually we never even practiced that one possession. It just looked like we was kind of pack lining it, but teams don't like playing Virginia.
Well, being a West Virginia guy, I don't like playing Virginia either. Pass inside, Lauer layup good. Northmor easily broke that. It's Lauer now with 13. Now Cardington, they need to hit on each possession here. And that's nearly the start.
Yes.
It'll be a jump ball.
Favor
Will stay, though, with Cardington. 2:39 left.
Cardington's probably going to start getting desperate here. If they're good shots, you take them. If you can pass for one more for a better shot, you still make the pass. Stranger things have happened.
Nice pass inside, double team. And another jump ball. This time it will be a change of possession. .231 left. 15-point Golden Knight lead. They led by 3 after 3.
Yeah. Spread the floor, keep one in the middle. A lot of times you always want to circle back in when they're trapping like that.
That'll be the 6th foul as Hull gets his 2nd.
Because the guy circling back in is the one that gets forgot about, or he's the one that leaves to go trap. And I believe I just heard Coach Tackett yell circle.
Bentley gets around the trap, kicks it over the Falk. He drives it in, jump stop, lost the handle. Puts it up, misses. And the rebound's going to come out to Cardington in transition. Crockett, under 2 to play. Brem, they're going to get Max Lauer with a little too much of the body there. Maybe a bit with the knee. And it'll be an inbound.
See if Cardington's got a quick hitter here for a score on an out-of-bounds play.
Jumper, no good. Rebound, Northmor.
Yeah, kind of hard to get open there when the guys aren't setting very good screens.
Right side to Bentley. Skips it to Falk. And then back out to Chenier as we hit 90 seconds left in regulation. Chenier over the Lauer. Misses the bunny. And almost strips it, but back will come Cardington.
Still like to see Northmor kind of run a continuity set here just to kind of get a practice against Cardington, against a group that's not used to practicing against like the JVs or your second squad, to see if you can come up with something positive out of that.
Foul's on Lauer, it'll be his 3rd. 15-point Golden Knight lead as Blade Tackett's going to call a timeout.
And that may be what coaches talk about here, or getting some guys into the basketball game as well too. But that is always a touchy situation, too, of one of my longtime assistants, Coach Pletcher. You try to filter some guys that show up to practice and bust their butt every day to make you better, try to get them into the game. But trying to figure that comfort zone on when to do that, because we were on one side of that one time at Pleasant, down 12 with 2 minutes to go, and with a minute to go, we were up 1. And I always remembered that and never wanted that to happen to me. And we ended up, we won that game. But with that 3 ball, it really changes how fast you can come back if you had some turnovers.
Which year was that?
That would, you may have still been in West Virginia, or maybe up at Pittsburgh at that time. That would have been probably 2011, 12.
Oh, okay, that was way before.
Yeah, I believe it was Northmore's first time ever winning at Pleasant.
Okay. Yeah, it was before my media career began, actually. Winter of 2012.
We
covering
scored
Mountaineer
13
football.
points in 1 minute.
That's crazy. Reggie Miller-esque. Free throw off the rim 5 times and through.
The only thing missing was Spike Lee there.
Crockett now with 5 points.
On the make, Cardington's definitely got to get up and press and trap and have active hands. If you can get a loose ball, get it and go right to the rack.
Chenier threw it away. 9th Northmor turnover.
And still, even at this, my philosophy is still to try to get to the rack if you can, because Northmor has 7 fouls. So you got an opportunity of an and 1 or shooting 2 without the clock running. But you want to take the 3 if it's there.
Thought about the deep 3. Keeps possession, though.
Losing some time
here.
here.
Yeah, they need to get a shot off here. Briggs is now going to drive it in the lane. Throws one up. Was trying to draw the foul, but that you had that. If he would have landed and then went back up, maybe he draws the foul.
If he would have called what we used to call the pro hop on that, he still could have came down and landed and went up for the shot for that. He left his feet, and that's kind of a hard thing to do.
Chenier gets it into Bentley. And he loses
deflection.
the handle.
Pull up on that. Nice extra pass.
For 3 off the front iron. Lauer with the rebound. Ahead to Bentley. Bentley's going to back it out with 42 seconds left. Wenger with the catch, and he's going to get fouled. Take a look at that drive on the other end one more time, and we'll talk about it a little bit more. Right there he went for the foul, but if he comes back down and then back up, I think he would draw it.
Come down, went back up at that left hand, and probably would have finished.
Yeah, even that, it gets him through the defense if they don't foul, yeah.
I've been impressed with his first step tonight.
And like I said, he only a sophomore as well, so if that's what he is now, give him a year or 2 to get better. And these 2 right here going against each other for the next couple of years as well. Chenier over the Lauer with 27 seconds. Gets it to Bentley. Lost the handle.
Northmor just needs to take care of the basketball. They're going to come foul you.
Pull up 3 off the back iron. Offensive rebound. Another 3. No good. And Lauer this time gets it. 10 seconds left. They really don't have to get it across the timeline. Chenier, he's trapped. And they do get it to Wenger, and that's going to do it. Northmor, with a big fourth quarter, survives the Pirates ship as they knock off Cardington 51-38, and a great effort by the Pirates.
Yeah, Northmore's defense definitely got them the win there in that fourth quarter, amping up the pressure there. Both teams come away tonight. I think Cardington comes away with, you break down film. You tell this young ball club you was there after 3 quarters. Still in the basketball game, but ultimately you got to play 4 quarters or maybe bonus time, overtime. Northmore's got to learn to have to take care of the basketball and not be afraid for a long offensive possession, because you may need that here down the stretch or in the tournament.
All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, our MVP and our post game. You're watching Boys High School Hoops, KMAC style on a Friday night, live and free on the OH Report.
Playoff time, baby. Games, snacks, drinks. I mean, what else can you ask for, bro? Really?
Hey, pass me a Pepsi.
I mean, can you drink any louder?
That's how I drink.
Loud like that?
I drink loud. I like to enjoy it.
Toss me some Lay's.
Did you eat any louder?
It's normal to eat loud. Drinking loud makes no sense.
Hey,
Peyton, Eli, road trip to the Super Bowl. Hard pass. Playoffs are on. You're paying for that door, by the way. After the bus. The bus has got a bus. Let's go.
Can we go see the bus?
What up, Eli?
Mr. Cruz, I miss you, buddy.
I miss you too, man. Super Bowl, baby. Let's go.
We're not going. I'm going to get more chips and drinks. Do not leave this room.
I got you. I got you.
Whoa. Super Bowl, here we go.
Are you kidding me?
Technically, I didn't leave the room.
I'm calling Mom after I finish these chips.
How much longer? You drive weird.
Bus, are we there yet?
No.
Hey, Bus, we gotta pull over for some more chips and drinks.
Oh, you got it.
Hey, guys, look what I found.
Bradshaw?
Hey, guys, got room for one more? Got Doritos? Got Mountain Dew.
Well, do we really want to bring him? It might start to feel crowded. I mean, maybe if we had a little,
Oh, please don't.
you know,
Don't say it.
salsa.
I love me some salsa.
All right, I got an idea. We got one seat left, and it's special just for you.
Let's do it. This is like a convertible, except a whole lot better.
Good for you, you're happy and healthy, not me. If you ever cared to ask, good for you, you're doing great. I know without me, baby, God, I wish that I could do that.
I lost my mind like Spencer Knight, crying on the floor.
It does kind of open things up a little bit.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
But enough about me. Let's start the show. Starring me.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Knew as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom. I'm in a whip, so I gotta zoom. They tryna talk, they not in a room. I've been so real, I'm dead to the tomb. They in the way.
Coffee light on the soy milk and gently stirred. Don't forget the sugar this time either.
I'm doing fine. Don't see the vision, they looking so blind. I hit my lawyer, don't got the time. Crossing my T's and he dying. You know you gotta climb higher. Climb higher. Let the fire burn brighter. Be stronger. Go longer.
Tonight's high school basketball live stream brought to you live and free on the OH Report, thanks to our generous sponsors, Ohiomeansjobs, Morrow County. Need a current job list, help with your resume, or practice interviewing? Morrow County Ohiomeansjobs provides many services that can assist you. Stop in or give them a call at 419-946-8480. Oh, Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community. And Frito-Lay. We are driven and inspired by our purpose. Food that matters for life's moments. As we await our MVP, let's get you right into the Ohiomeansjobs Morrow County post-game show, where the Golden Knights 15-5 fourth quarter helped them pull away with the 51-38 victory. Travis Berardi back with Coach Zach Ruth. And let's get right into the stats here, Coach. I said free throws down the stretch for the Golden Knights probably does it. That helped them out. They're 7 of 7 tonight. Cardington, they were better in the second half, 4 of 4, so finished 4 of 7.
I believe all of them foul shots were in the second half, weren't they? Didn't you make a comment early that not too many foul shots was taken? Anyways,
I think they might
7 of 7 is good. That's a stat that we always wanted to bank on 10 points coming from a foul line tonight, but they started to get more aggressive with the bounce, getting somewhere with the bounce. When I made the comment earlier of too much bounce, they weren't going anywhere with the bounce, and that's what created some foul shots there.
And the threes, there's a couple more points for Northmor right there. Finished with 19 field goals, 15 for Cardington. The boards, 23-22. Turnovers were the same. Not a lot of turnovers, a pretty clean game. Not a ton of fouls as well for either squad. As we go over some individual scoring here this evening. First for the Golden Knights, 17 points from Grant Bentley, 13 from Lauer, 8 from Hunter Falk. 5 of those, he went 5 for 5 from the free throw line, which is big for him. 4 points from Drew Hammond, 7 from Caleb Chenier, who came on in that second half, and 2 from Jax Wenger. As for the Cardington Pirates, they had 12 points from Journey Williamson, 9 points from A.J. Brem, 3 points from Kalen Briggs, 2 points from Merek McClure. Cardington out-rebounding Northmor on the offensive glass, 8-4. Northmor, though, at the defensive glass advantage, 19-14. Both teams 11 turnovers. And the score by quarter, 9-8 Northmor after 1. Cardington 15-11 in the second, including that Brem buzzer beater at half court to make it 23-20 at the break. Northmor then 16-10 in the third to make it 36-33, and then they really came on in the fourth, 15-5 for your 51-38 final, as we still await our MVP. But, you know, for the Golden Knights, 9-6 now, 7-3 in the conference. They're still alive. Cardington moves in the 4-12, 1-7. They still have some work to do, but this was a game they could build off of.
Yeah, they can. They can go back and look at the first 3 quarters and break that game down confidence-wise. You know, and the Northmor can go back and look at the fourth quarter and be like, where they really amped up the pressure. But at the end of the day, both teams have some things to work on for down the stretch here. Northmor not mathematically eliminated yet, still in conference contention, and getting ready for the best time of the year, the postseason tournament.
Gotta love tournament time. But we're going to take one more quick break and be back with our MVP right after this. You're watching the Ohiomeansjobs Morrow County post-game show live and free on the OH Report.
At Knox Community Hospital, your primary care physician is more than someone who delivers your test results, more than someone who writes prescriptions, more than someone who listens to your heart. We are your healthcare partner who takes the time to know you, listen to your concerns, and provide you with expert personalized care to make and keep you well. Because to us, you're more than just numbers on a chart. You're a neighbor and a friend. Knox Community Hospital, in the community, for the community.
Back here with our MVP this evening. It is one junior forward for the Golden Knights, Grant Bentley. Game high, 17 points, 3 threes, and he added a block as well. As Northmor pulls away late, 51-38. Grant, congratulations as always on being our MVP tonight.
Thank you.
This was kind of a nerve-wracking one for you guys, back and forth. Not a lot of turnovers. It wasn't like it was a sloppy game, but just Cardington brought it tonight.
Yeah, they definitely did in that first half. They were they were hitting threes, and the defense they had was good. We had to make some halftime adjustments to get past it and just move forward in the second half. So,
well, speaking of halftime adjustments, what adjustments did head coach Blade Tackett and you guys make to pull away?
We switched up our defense a little. We were straight man, and we were just everyone was just going to lock up, and that was pretty much the defensive game plan.
Yourself, a couple shots missed early on, but you really got into a flow there mid-second quarter the rest of the way. Just did anything change there, or was it just you just kept trying to be consistent and they went through?
It was back to those halftime adjustments. We looked to establish the paint a little bit more, and then those kickouts came from that. So I was just waiting, getting my hands and feet ready, looking to shoot.
Everybody now in OH.REPORT land knows that Max Lauer has a three-point shot now, making that three early on. But how much of a boost does it give you that Max, he could have decided to get surgery to really, get the pain away from that shoulder, but he'd have to miss the rest of the season. Just what kind of a boost does he give you, knowing that he wants to play with you guys, for you guys, even through pain, and he puts up 13 points?
Just the energy that kid brings on the court. We all love him, and the energy he brings, the toughness he has playing with a broken wrist, dislocated shoulder like about a month ago, and we love that kid. And having him on the floor really makes us better.
And finally, you're still in it for the conference championship. Cardington, Fredericktown starting to pull away. Centerburg probably going to win tonight, but you still have a chance. Just what you guys need to work on here as you continue to go through. You keep getting wins, you're going to get a high seed in the district and maybe make one of the best runs that this school's ever had.
We're just going to go. Tomorrow we're going to go watch film. We're going to see what we can do to get ourselves better, especially that late game was a little sloppy for us. So we're just going to look to make some adjustments, get better, get ready for that tournament.
Well, we'll see you right back at Danville on Tuesday night for your next game against them. But, hey, and if you pull out a little bit, this is what comfort is like. You put up a game-high 17 points, you get the fluffy Christmas pants.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody can judge you about that. Comfort as you go home, especially with a win on a Friday night. And as always, if you want to look into the camera, give anybody a shout-out, go for it.
Shout out Hayes, Ryan, and Marcus back in Columbus. Know they're watching. Shout out to the family and friends watching, too.
All right, there you have it. Grant Bentley, game high, 17 points, and he had a block as well, defense as well. Congratulations, and enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, thank you. You too.
All right, there he is. Grant Bentley, our MVP. As we bring head coach Zach Ruth back in here.
Good luck to you.
51-38. Any final words for you, Coach, before we get out of here?
No, a good, entertaining basketball game for three plus quarters there, and definitely well worth the admission. Both teams played very hard, and Northmor come out on top tonight. And I think Grant said it best there, getting back in the film tomorrow, and that's what I love about that kid. How can we get better tomorrow? Because he mentioned some sloppy play there in the fourth.
Yeah, you love seeing that, especially after a win.
Yes.
Being right back out there. 51-38. Next up for Cardington, they're at East Knox on Tuesday, a very winnable game, especially if they can play like they did tonight. For Northmor, like I said, live and free Tuesday night from Danville. Can they continue rolling on? Can they get win number 10, help themselves out district-wise, and still remain in contention ahead of their big game Friday against Fredericktown?
The Central District still, they haven't adopted the RPI. I think that's just Northwest District. So, the coaches know the Northmor program and stuff. So, and some of the new coaches that don't follow from the southern part of the Central District, they do look at the win-loss, and sometimes that's how they seed you, which you need.
And you got to think they still will look at the Martin RPI to see, they're the second best team RPI-wise, their strength of schedule's better, things like that. So it may help out, even though it's not what they're using. It could still help out the Golden Knights along the way, and this is going to help them out. It's a Division III victory for them, so that just boosts them up as well. Tomorrow on the OH.REPORT, Hayden and I are right back down here for a big game. Northmor at Cardington, despite the loss to East Knox, there is a way that both Mount Gilead and Northmor could tie Cardington for a conference championship. That starts with Northmor knocking off Cardington tomorrow, and then Mount Gilead beating Cardington. Now, here at the OH.REPORT, we love all KMAC squads, but we also love mayhem as well. But Cardington, if they can knock off Northmor tomorrow, it would help them go for, I believe, I've said 6, but I think it's going to be 10 in a row KMAC championships, if I saw that right. Also, we have Danville at Fredericktown. girls, and Ridgedale at Mount Gilead boys, the non-conference. They were the one team that did not have a conference game tonight. They'll take on Ridgedale at Mount Gilead tomorrow. But that will wrap things up here from the Pirate Ship. Want to thank everybody that helped make things possible today. Hayden Gray, like I said, on the camera work. Also, that cool pregame video we do in the scene setter. It's all him. Well done. Coach Ruth, as always. Ohiomeansjobs, Morrow County, our scoreboard and pregame, halftime, postgame sponsor. Knox Community Hospital in the community for the community, our commercial sponsor, and Frito-Lay. I want to thank the folks here at Cardington High School for allowing us to bring you these games live and free. And most importantly, we want to thank you, the fans, for watching. The Golden Knights, gutsy victory, 51-38 over Cardington. For Zach Ruth, I am Travis Berardi saying so long from Cardington.